Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lead
What's up,
in it.
Rashad? What
Yeah.
it do,
Oh,
boy?
we wild,
Hey,
man.
Rashad.
Well,
Let's get into it. NBA free agency. This is what y'all wanted. Crazy day, bro. Hawks took over. Hawks dominated the day, but we gonna go through the whole dang thing, and we gonna go. Oh, did Shams get a new profile pic? Don't tell me he got fresh for free agency now. All right, let's get into it, man. The Rockets were busy. What the Rockets? Oh wait, hold on. Y'all gotta know. Like I said, oh snap, they was talking LeBron on Sports Center. Oh man, we eating today, baby. All right, let me tell you, I was out and about. So I tried to not look at my phone too much. I looked at it a little bit. I saw Luke Kennard and I saw Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and I saw people say the Hawks are the early favorites in the East. I said, if too many people talk about you as you the early favorites in ABC, that means you're going to have a underwhelming season because the standard is too high. It's too high of a jump for the Hawks to go from 10th, and now everybody expect them to be number one off rip. See, the way the Hawks go is you underestimate them, then they come sneaking in, get to one. Everybody expect them to get to one. They ain't going to live up to the expectation. But we'll see what happens. I think they could get, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they could find their way to the Eastern Conference Finals, make a Pacers run, and then, you know what I'm saying, contend in the Eastern Conference Finals. They might win. I guess that makes them contender on. Anyways, Gary Trent Jr., so he's going back to the Milwaukee Bucks, okay. Trendon Watford is going to the Philadelphia 76ers, okay. Early in free agency, Memphis got to work on keeping their guys, and Cole Anthony got bought out by Memphis. Oh, dang. Trendon Watford is going to the Sixers. Shout out Trendon Watford. Birmingham, Beham, stand up. This was crazy, bro. Jordan Clarkson going to the Knicks. That's huge for the Knicks, especially post Thibs. Taurean Prince is staying with the Milwaukee Bucks. Great career for Taurean Prince, bro. He's holding on. Mason Plumlee is going to the Charlotte Hornets. Was he ever on the Hornets before? Or is that Miles Plumlee I'm thinking about? Yeah, Clarkson on the Knicks is huge. If you had Thibs, bro, it would have been even bigger because that would have been like your sixth man, bro. Which is, I think, is an upgrade. All due respect to Campaign, but I think that's a upgrade from Campaign. Let me see. Luke Kennard to the Hawks. 1 year, $11 million. Gosh, Hawks had that money, won't it? French pension, Nigel Hayes Davis. See, Rashad, you need to start watching that overseas basketball. SSB in the building, man. Big day. We eating today, man. Basketball fans eating today. How we feeling, SSB? Hawks are busy too. Yeah, man. Nigel Hayes Davis. He's going to the Phoenix Suns. Okay. Shout out to Nigel Hayes Davis. Where Tyus Jones going? He's going to the Orlando Magic. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief. The Magic look good. I cannot lie to you. The Magic look good. I picked the Magic to go to the finals this past season. They didn't. Obviously, that didn't happen. But then they got Desmond Bane, and everybody like, Desmond Bane. I was like, they gave up 4 first. Like, why does nobody care? He said they need a 3-and-D guy. Okay, he's just a 3-and-D guy. But Tyus Jones, one of the best backup point guards in the league, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Both of them Drones brothers. Trey, hey. Shout out to the guy Trey. But yeah. Shoot. I'm telling you. Orlando, they won them ones. Nickeil Alexander-Walker went to the Hawks as expected. That's big for the Hawks. Trae Young hasn't had a solid backup point guard since Lou Williams. And before that, he had Rajon Rondo a little bit earlier that season, but it didn't really work too much. Rajon Rondo was 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then he had Jeremy Lin. That was like the last solid backup point guard he had. That was 2018, bro. And then when was Lou Will? Lou Will was like 2021. Trae Young has only had 2 like kind of dependable backup point guards his entire career in Atlanta. Brandon Goodwin had a couple flashes. He had a couple good, great games. Shout out to the Gwinnett County legend, Brandon Goodwin. But that just wasn't enough. Luke Garza is going to the Celtics. Okay. Celtics replaced KP with Luka Garza. Okay. Uh, Clippers. Oh, snap. The Hawks get the worst pick out of the Milwaukee Bucks or the New Orleans Pelicans. Brooke Lopez leaving Milwaukee is crazy, bro. Brooke Lopez leaving Milwaukee is crazy, bro. Dog, that's insane, dog. SSB says Houston looks interesting. Dan said the same thing, didn't he? Dan said the same thing, bro. Dang, I'm surprised. Dang, that's crazy, bro. Brooke Lopez really left Milwaukee. I felt like he done been on the Nets in Milwaukee since, and it's crazy because he was drafted in like '09. He ain't even that old, but he feels old. Karis LeVert go to Detroit. Clint Capella going back home to the Houston Rockets. Luke Cornett going to the Spurs. Dang, they done lost Cornett. Nah, Luke Cornett got 41 mil. It pays to be tall. Kevon Looney going to the Pelicans. Pelicans got them a little squad, man. The thing about it is, I felt like fans always wanted a big over there. And then Missy, he blossomed. And then Miritich, he turned out to be pretty good for them this past season. They had Kelly Olynyk, and then they traded him. Who they trade Kelly Olynyk? Oh, they traded him to Washington for Jordan Poole, I believe. Yeah, Looney, yeah. Looney's leaving. Yeah, Looney's leaving, bro. Oh, Dorian Finney-Smith? Dorian Finney-Smith went to the Rockets? Bro. LeBron about to leave, bro. Chris Haynes talking about he ain't gonna leave. Bron leaving, bro. Didn't they say the Lakers' whole destiny depended on if Dorian Finney-Smith was staying with the Lakers? Crazy. The biggest question is what happens with LeBron. The buzz is he can ask for a trade, bro. Dan. Okay. All right, we got a Mavs fan in here. Dan, SSB and I was talking about this last night. Would you trade Cooper Flag? Because I feel like Cooper Flag is your only asset to get LeBron James. Would you trade Cooper Flag for LeBron James and go all in for the championship right now, as opposed to a 20-year run with Cooper Flag where he becomes the next Dirk Nowitzki? And you could win a ring with Cooper Flag, like, say, 15 years down the line type deal. Yeah. D-Lo went to the Mavs. Dan said he wouldn't do it, bro. He said he going with Cooper Flag. He going for the longevity. So there it is. So y'all ain't getting LeBron. That is what it is. So LeBron got to go to Golden State. Golden State ain't got nobody trade for him. If you the Lakers, you going to trade LeBron James for Jimmy Butler? No. No. So I don't know, bro. LeBron might be stuck off the strength. What's the package you want package together for LeBron James? LeBron's stuck, bro. I mean, Cleveland could put together a package, but I don't think they're gonna do it. Flag is a generational talent. I don't want a 1 year guy in LeBron. I think if y'all do it, you know what I'm saying. If you do it with anybody, you do it with this team, with AD, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, all the old dudes. You do it this year. You know what I'm saying. I think so. Looney could have been an asset for the Lakers if he was still on Golden State. I ain't trading Kevon Looney and Jimmy Butler for LeBron James. Plus, you got to give up a lot for LeBron, Rashad, too, like Clay, Gafford, Martin, Hardy in the first. That's that whole dang team. Y'all gonna have the Fort Worth the Fort Worth Mavericks out there. It's gonna be AD, Kyrie, and the Fort Worth Mavericks. That's what it's gonna be, bro. And LeBron James and D'Lo. That team ain't winning nothing. We seen how D'Lo and LeBron already work. We seen it already. Hold on, let me put on my hoodie, bro. It's kind of cool in here. Give me a second. But yeah, man, we already seen how that look. We already seen how that looks. So Looney leaving the Warriors, it's a bit surprising because, like y'all say, Looney been on the Warriors since the beginning of time. But those rumors have been there. Where y'all think? Hold on. What do y'all think happens with Kamunga? Kamunga, Jonathan Kamunga. Where he goes? Is he staying? Is he going with the Heat? Where's Kamunga going? I don't know. Dan said we don't want LeBron in Dallas, but D'Lo is low key solid. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. D'Lo, I I guess for the you because you got to think it's pretty much like a rental holding it down for the first half of the season until Kyrie comes back in February, right? I think for that, D'Lo is solid for someone who could hold down the fort until February. You know what I'm saying? And then be a backup. Like I think that's a great backup for Kyrie Irving for sure. SSB said, "Here's one fantasy, but it will never happen. LeBron to the Spurs and Popovich coming to coach him with Wemby and CP3. Yeah, that ain't happening. Um, but who do you trade? Oh well, I guess on the Spurs actually probably have some pieces that the Lakers will want because they going with all that stuff, right? The Lakers, because they going with the young people, right? And they don't have any draft picks. You can get a bunch of players that's like a draft pick over there in San Antonio. When you get the Devin Vassell and who else? They got a bunch of them wings, them young boys, Keldon Johnson, all them boys and stuff like that. So I think San Antonio will have the assets to make it happen. That's a good move for Dallas. D'Lo gets too much flack because he's mid, bro. I mean, respectfully, like D'Lo used to be cold. D'Lo used to be him. Now he's inconsistent. I think he's just a mediocre mid-range type of, you know what I'm saying, middle of the pack NBA player, in my opinion, right now. Big Nate is going to be a signing and trade with JK. Jimmy, who? Oh, Kaminga. Oh yeah, Kamunga. It's crazy. I getting tongue tied saying this man's name. Dan said, Rashad, if you look at the roster when healthy, Dallas could be a top six team in the East. I mean, in the West. Kyrie, Clay, Flag, AD, and Lively back in the starting five. D'Lo, Christie, Najee, Marshall, PJ. Dang, I keep forgetting y'all got PJ. And Daniel Gafford is a solid bench. But y'all got them bigs, won't it? D'Lo, Christie, Najee Marshall, PJ. Dang, I ain't gonna lie, that is a solid bench. That's a solid like second five, dog. Defense, y'all got defense in there. Y'all got Christie to score, you know what I'm saying? Slashing and swooping in and dunk. He just young and athletic. D'Lo can score sometimes, when he feels like it. Najee Marshall is a solid piece, solid rotational piece. Daniel Gafford is a defensive anchor, and PJ is just a solid piece as well, solid backup power forward. Plus, they have Brandon Williams, Jaden Hardy, Caleb Martin, Max, and Powell as third string dudes. Yeah, Jaden Hardy, out of all those guys you named, probably the only one the only one worth something. To be honest, I see Dallas a lot because I'm in the Southwest. I'm in the Southwest Division now, so I see them. I felt like I watched Dallas about 3-4 times in the span of a month in like February, bro. So is Giannis staying? Dog, see that's the thing. Brooke Lopez on left. So who you got next to him? You got dang Kyle Kuzma. Well, we ain't finished going through all the moves. We ain't so SSB. Let's see what Milwaukee get first. Let's see what they get. If they get something else, because you done lost Chris Middleton, you done lost Drew Holiday, you done lost who else they done lost? Now they done lost Brooke Lopez. They keep Bobby Portis and they bring in Kyle Kuzma. Boy, if I'm Giannis, shoot. But look, you have to say, man, if you're Giannis, you stay for 20 years through thick and thin, you get a statue because you won a championship. And it's forever your city. You've done more than Russell Westbrook has done for OKC. You've done more than what Kevin Durant has done for OKC. You brought them a championship. If I'm Giannis, I'm staying off the strength of loyalty has always been my brand. I've always popped it about not having to run and join other teams. And you won before. I know it's frustrating you not winning right now, but you won before. I think it's some of the system that D'Lo's been a part of. You think of why he's been inconsistent? It's because his systems. I don't know, bro. I think after a while, like you are who you are. Like D'Lo not young anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like D'Lo, like my age, bro. So he a whole vet. Like that whole Nick Young situation. I was like a freshman in college. I've been out of college 8 years. Dallas stays young too. Oh, you saying if they don't get LeBron? There's a rumors Ayton could go to Milwaukee, but the Bucks don't have the money to afford Ayton. Shoot, they kind of need him to replace Brook Lopez. I ain't gonna lie to you. What SSB say? Adam Silver should be smart and move on from LeBron in terms of NBA marketing now. Yeah, I mean that should have been pivoted, but like I'm with everybody else. I'm with everybody else on the conspiracies. I don't think they really wanted to fully embrace the international players as the faces of the league, bro. Because Giannis should have been the face of the league. Because Giannis is funny. You know what I'm saying? When he did the nuggets like the next day at the Chick-fil-A, he funny. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic, entertaining. He's got a great nickname, the Greek Freak. He like one of the faces of Nike. They passed up on that. Jokic, same thing. Jokic does things we ain't seen a big do since Wilt Chamberlain, right? Okay. On top of that, he downplays the entire job like it's just a job. It was funny. He's from Serbia. He doesn't really care about the flash and everything like this. Uh, they didn't make him the face of the league. Now you got SGA, smooth. You know what I'm saying? He got the braids. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Happy Pride Month. I was joking. I was joking. I was joking. But like, he got the aura. He got the whole smooth thing. He got the nice little IG captions, things of that sort. He do the fit pics in the tunnel, everything. He a smooth player. Shot is butter. It's automatic mid range. They didn't want to make him the face of the league. They didn't want to make the big three the face of the league. Joel Embiid could have been the face of the league, but he took himself out of it by, unfortunately being 7 foot and moving like he moves. A 7 footer with that size, that weight is not supposed to move like that. That's why the Joker always hurt. So they couldn't make Embiid the face of the league because he always hurt. Wemby should have been the face of the league. I think Wemby is a future GOAT. I ain't even gonna hold you. But Wemby is difficult for him to stay healthy because the Joker's so tall. It's really difficult to be healthy at that height, bro. Yao Ming, Embiid, like when you that tall, bro, is crazy. Dan, ain't no way in the world you going you can get LeBron James to Golden State without giving up Jimmy Butler. It's over with. You probably got to give up Jimmy Butler. And if I'm the Lakers, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm gonna be petty. Oh, you want to go play with your friend Draymond? I'm gonna trade Draymond to the Lakers. Yeah, give me Draymond or it don't happen. Because LeBron just want to play with Curry for real. If LeBron asks out, Golden State is gonna come calling because they have assets to make the LeBron trade work. I'm not trading Jonathan Kaminga and Draymond Green for no LeBron James, bro. That's over with. Can you realistically make him the face of the league? Realistically, when the history of the NBA has that happen? Oh, foreign players. Nah, it ain't ever happened. That's what I'm saying. But they're going over the top of like not making an international guy the face of the league, bro. Which is like crazy to me. It's crazy because it's like if the best player, international player, and you know what's the craziest part about it? I feel like if it was Luca, they would have no problem with it. I feel like Luca just gets all the push, the Magic Wonder Boy. He gets all the commercials. Luca get it all, bro, and he got it from the jump. But Luca was kind of, I don't know. Buddy got traded. Buddy out of shape. Buddy don't play defense in the biggest games. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets getting Cam Johnson for MPJ for an unprotected was a big move. Oh yeah. So wait, hold on. So the Nuggets. Well, I guess I'll see the details later. So the Nuggets they gave up an unprotected first for Cam Johnson. I don't see. To me, that's a lateral move. Cam Johnson must be like cheaper, but him and MPJ darn near the same player in my opinion. Let's see what SSB said. I don't think the NBA viewed Giannis, Jokic, and others as the face of the league. There was a large gap post Jordan in the 2000s. After Jordan, we had Kobe, but him having the torch was in short time. They waited for LeBron to come. By the late 2000s, he was the face of the league. I think Kobe was the guy until I say probably like, because when Kobe went to the Redeem team in '08, it was like a big deal. Yeah, they gave up an unprotected 2032 first and MPJ to the Nets. That's overpaying, in my opinion, bro. That's overpaying. You gave a first rounder and MPJ. First of all, MPJ is better than Cam Johnson. Salute to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson just less problematic, bro. He just less problematic than MPJ. MPJ, you got to deal with. Is he gonna do something stupid? Because he got a history. MPJ first team all stupid. Him and his brother in the stupid Hall of Fame. So you got 21 mil right here, then 23 mil. Let me see what MPJ is making, bro. Michael Porter Jr. But yeah, in my opinion, it was, the Muppets year where people was arguing. Is it LeBron? Is it Kobe in 07, 08? You know what I mean? Everything like that. But I still think, bro, you still got to give it to Kobe until dang. But I ain't going to lie. I'm biased. I'm a Kobe guy. When it was Kobe versus LeBron, gosh, Lee, look at this. It's ridiculous, MPJ. MPJ getting 38 this year and 40 next year. And you gave up a first? The first must have been like, we ain't taking on this contract. And they said, we'll give you a first for it. That's the only way, because goodness gracious. He making darn near 20 mil more than Cam Johnson. I wonder how they made that money work. Just took on a thing. By Miami, LeBron was officially the face of the league and KD was coming behind. The decision was when 2010, July 2010, it was. I was at Al Horford camp at the time, bro. I was 15. Just crazy. It was one of them things where you remember where you were. It's like Michael Jackson passed in 09. When LeBron made the decision, you remember where you were, bro. I remember that whole summer, dog, or that whole couple days. Like, it was rumored LeBron was going to go to Chicago. He didn't. He didn't go to the Knicks. He didn't go to Chicago. He chose Miami. And the day before, Wade and Bosch was on ESPN SportsCenter smiling, and they knew what was going on. KD was right behind. KD was right behind LeBron, I say about 2012. 2012, it was officially LeBron, the face of the league. KD is taking a back seat. Kobe's the elder statesman. Murray, Brown, Johnson, Gordon, and Jokic is a good starting five. I mean, you pretty much, if you're the Nuggets, you didn't lose anything. Cam Johnson and MPJ, the same player. If anything, Cam Johnson plays better defense than MPJ. Yo, Rashad, that Rockets starting five is going to be legit, no lie. Van Vliet, Cam Whitmore. You got Cam Whitmore starting? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm scared of any starting five that's starting Cam Whitmore at the two, excuse me. Dorian Finney-Smith, KD, and Shingun. I don't know. Nah, wait, hold on, twin. You got Cam Whitmore starting over Amin Thompson? Amin Thompson is him. Not gonna lie to you. Amin Thompson is him. Jabari Smith can still do some things. I think. Shoot. If I were you, I would have Van Vliet at the one. Amin Thompson at the two. Jabari Smith at the three. KD at the four. Shingun at the five. That's my, and I agree. That five, I'm going with that. I'm rolling with that, Dan. If we could roll with that, we could roll with that. That's my five for it. Hold on. I'm gonna look at Cam Whitmore, bro. You said, Amin Thompson is good too, but Whitmore is a good backup guard. Yeah. Let me look at Whitmore real quick. Nah, I can't go, bro. Salute. But Amin Thompson is starting, bro. No Jalen Green. Amin Thompson is definitely starting, bro. It is what it is. That's already written in stone. and then I'm gonna have Jabari Smith at that 3. Push him up. He been in the league a couple years. It's time to get his wings. Push him up in that starting lineup next to KD. People want him to back up KD. Nah, we gonna start him, bro. That's what we gonna do. Throw you in the 5. Who's the best defender though? Who's a better defender though? Brooks or Dorian Finney-Smith? Shoot, I feel like Dylan Brooks. He got the 3-and-D label on him. But I remember when that man Steph just toyed him, bro. And I understand that's Steph, Rashad. That's Steph. I can't get that like scene out my head. I've never seen Dorian Finney-Smith get cooked like that defensively, bro. Never seen him get cooked like that defensively. Jalen Green needs to be careful. He could be out the league within 5 years or less. Yeah, man. Once you leave that first team that drafted you, it gets a little dark. Bruce Brown is going back. Dang, Bruce Brown going back to the Nuggets. Okay. KPJ. Hey, KPJ's got a weird case. Why is he around? So he going back to the Milwaukee Bucks. So they said, we going to bring you back. If I'm Giannis, bro, I'm like, bro, y'all on some BS. Dang, Ty Jerome went to the Grizzlies. So they replaced Luke Kennard with Ty Jerome. I ain't gonna lie, that's a solid replacement. Dan said there's rumors that Devin Booker could get an extension from the Suns. Okay, all right. Oh, Lord. Oh, for Kevin Durant. Oh, he ain't coming home, Nate. That's over with, bro. He's at CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, Marcus Smart, Chris Middleton, and Sadiq Bey. I ain't gonna lie to you, Nate. Everybody from Maryland can't play for Maryland. Everybody from Maryland cannot play for Maryland, bro. What are the Grizzlies doing though? The Grizzlies, the only thing I'm tripping with the Grizzlies, I think they gave Jaren Jackson Jr. like a crazy buku money. I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen it for myself. I'm just going off of group message reactions where they said, what? They gave JJ what? Brooks overcommits too much and his foot movement is laterally slow. So SSB got him too. SSB got Dorian Finney-Smith over Brooks defensively as well. Ty Jerome is good. Ty Jerome is a solid guard, bro. What are the Grizzlies doing? They lost Luke Kennard. They had to get someone. Well, get those cats off my team. I'm trying to rebuild. They're gonna help you rebuild. CJ was on the Pelicans last season. He was playing most of the games. I think he played like 60 games, if I'm not mistaken. Ty Jerome is a good player, but you traded away Bane and got KCP, Cole, and 4 firsts. Exactly. You got 4 firsts. 1 first round picks, like the Pelicans traded a first to the Hawks, and people thought the world was going to end. Got 4 firsts, bro. Denver giving up that unprotected first to the Nets has to be like it has to be okay. MPJ, he getting 20 more million darn near. Then Cam Johnson, y'all take it first. We'll give y'all first to sweeten the deal. That's the only thing I can think of. Here's D-Lo. We got Dallas in the building. It's a good Photoshop job right here by the ESPN team. 2-year, 13 million. That ain't bad at all. Trey Jones. Hey. You think MPJ asked out of Brooklyn? You think he gonna Ben Simmons it? I need to see Ben Simmons and MPJ on the same team. But no, to answer your question, MPJ's already got a ring. I think if anything, MPJ would like to play with Trey just because of their history. But the Hawks, shoot, it's getting kind of packed for the Hawks. I don't think MPJ would. If anything, with MPJ asking out, the thing holding him back is his money. Buddy getting 38 this season and about to get 40 next season. You think he gonna ask for a buyout? No, sir. I ain't giving y'all back no dang $10 million to get out my deal. Keep me in here for the next 2 years. We lose, let it ride. Bronco Nation, let's ride, bro. They gave D'Lo a player option. If he has good numbers with Dallas, he could opt out and get a bigger deal next summer. Yeah, D'Lo's just there for a rental. Y'all know that until Kyrie gets back in February, and then he'll be a good backup for him. The NBA is gonna be fun next season, bro. I don't even remember this many moves. I don't remember the last time we seen this many moves, bro. You got Jake going over to the Lakers. Oh yeah, LeBron out of there, bro. Cam Spencer. He's coming back to Memphis. Wait, is he going back to Memphis? Where was Cam Spencer at last season? Cam Spencer. Cam Spencer was last on the Grizzlies. Yeah, I thought so. He was last on the Grizzlies. All right, hold on. Paul Reed, aka B-Ball Reed, is going back to the Pistons. Okay, Pistons shoring it up. Dorian Finney-Smith going to the Rockets is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They was praying for Dorian Finney-Smith to stay over there. Santi Aldama, 52.5 mil. But them tall boys is getting crazy money, bro. What in the world? I'm disappointed. CP3 might not want to be in math, but Dallas probably asked CP3 like, "Hey, bro, you want to stay in Texas with Flag, Kyrie, Clay, and AD?" It's crazy, bro, because CP made the most sense for y'all, and I think everybody in the basketball world knew that. But CP was like, "Bro, for me, it's all about the family, dog." I was surprised he was even open to wanting to stay with San Antonio. New CBA makes teams have shorter contracts and more player movement. Unless you're OKC or the Spurs or even Boston, to a certain extent, you draft players. No dynasty, in my opinion. Thank you, SSB, for that reminder, bro. Because I'm like, dang, I don't remember this much movement like in a minute. I was surprised CP3 not chasing rings. He did when he went to the Warriors, and I think he didn't like backing up Steph. He didn't like being a backup point guard. Excuse me. And after that, he was like, I just want to hoop. They asked why he went to the Spurs after that so late in his career. He said, "Bro, I just want to play, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I had to rank the Texas teams right now, it's Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. Let me think, bro. Because all three of the Texas teams got something to look forward to. San Antonio at some point has to put it together, bro. Have to. I felt like that the a vet like KD would have done it. That's why everybody wanted KD, right? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Dallas, bro. I'm gonna go Dallas over Houston, dog. I'm gonna go Dallas, Houston, San Antonio right now. Uh, Dayron Sharp signed 12 mil. Sharp done signed for 12 mil, bro. Dang, Joe Ingles only signed for yeah, bro. I'm looking at it like this, dog. Like respectfully. Wait, hold on. First of all, respect to Houston being what was a 2-3 seed this season. Salute to them for that. The same time, bro, like not to sound like the people that KD go after and everything like that, but KD, like, he ain't had no type of impact, bro. It's empty calories right now. Like, buddy putting up 25 in year, you know what I'm saying? What's this year like 18, 19? Excuse me. Year 19? It just is kind of like it's plateaued, bro. It's plateaued to me. So I think like Houston kind of like flatlines. Like what you seen from Houston last year is what you're gonna see from them this year, in my opinion. I think Dallas is just a much more exciting kind of group. And then you name that backup five. I think y'all backups five is better than Houston's backup five. And you know how important depth is for real. Then I said, okay, I see how you throwing down. Joe selling elite. This what Josh Hart said, he said, when is someone just going to get him out of here? It's crazy Joe Ingles signed for $3.6 million, and these dang centers that ain't worth nothing but being 7 foot plus is signing for 36, 45 million. It's crazy. This money's crazy. KD's biggest hit to his legacy will be his leadership skills. I think it's really just blowing that 3-1 lead, and then, you know what I'm saying, joining the team you beat. Excuse me. Give me a second. If I'm Giannis and LeBron, they need to ask themselves this question. Do I have enough to compete for a title and enough rings to be the GOAT? Giannis, I think Giannis can stay, bro. Giannis can stay in Milwaukee because it's like, this is going to sound disrespectful. I don't think Giannis is talented enough to be the greatest of all time. I think Giannis is talented enough to be one of the greatest to ever play. Top 15 player all time, top 20 player all time for sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, I don't think we'll get to the point where we like, yo, Giannis over Shaq, Giannis over Akeem Olajuwon. I don't think we get there, bro. That's just me personally. LeBron definitely needs to ask that question though. He definitely has to ask that question. But it's funny because he's like, he said rings don't count. Like he said rings don't matter in the GOAT conversation. That's what LeBron said. He said it like last week. We was all there. We were watching the Castanet stream. He said that on the shop with Tom Brady. And now he won a ring. He won another ring. He wants 5. He wants 6. He wants 7. I don't get it. Zaire Williams signed for 2 years, $12 million to return to the Nets. And that's yesterday. All right. Let me see. So what did I miss? What did Shams miss here? Giannis is like a Shaq. His game is based on force. He could be the greatest ever. Maybe even top 15, but not the GOAT. 100%. 100%. Giannis is like Shaq, but Shaq is better. Like in terms of overall, like I got Shaq in my top 10, and I probably got Olajuwon number 11. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Nico Harrison and I see LeBron probably gonna force himself out of LA, I would not go into calling for his services because you're gonna give up too much depth. 100%. In that case, then I'll put Houston back over Dallas for Texas team rankings. I want to watch this LeBron thing, but I know ESPN and Disney's gonna they gonna wipe this live. Y'all gonna be like, what happened to the live? Disney. I gotta think of Chris Haynes talking about this thing though. All right, hold on. Hopefully. See, that's another one though. That one is from dang NBA TV, Turner. Turner could be tweaking, especially now that they on a, you know what I'm saying? Dang. But I'll watch these later. I'll watch these off thing. Okay. I'm yawning. It's 2:42. I think I'm gonna put a bookmark in NBA free agency talk. We'll revisit it tomorrow. We'll revisit NBA free agency tomorrow. I know I called it. I called it pretty early, but we gonna move it. But Chris Haynes was pretty much just saying he spoke to Rich Paul, and he said he hasn't demanded the trade yet. This was obviously before free agency. And what else did he say? He said, oh, here it is. No trade discussions. There have been no trade talks with the Lakers. People have been speculating certain teams that he might be interested in. I'm told all that talk is false. There has been no extension talk. And there it is. Rashad, there's rumors that the Mavs want to bring in Exum too. Man, Dante Exum hasn't done anything productive on an NBA court since like 2011, bro. No, I'm good. It sounds like Ben Simmons, dog. I'm good, bro. Exum too, but they gotta want to trade away Hardy and Omax to dump salaries, but nobody wants them both. Nah, we good off that, bro. All right, shout out to Dante Exum. I ain't going, bro. The only Aussie I trust right now It's Dyson Daniels, bro. Aussie. Shout out to Andrew Bogan. Shout out. You know, I don't want to say shout out, bro, but y'all know, bro, that just got that deal with Chicago. It's Chicago. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. I'm going to move on, man, because I'm yawning. I need to move on and finish this live pretty soon. So we're going jury deliberations in the trial of the Diddler.
That is happening inside.
Oh, hold on. Let me pause this. Some of us have seen and know what's up. I hope you accept that you were wrong when they release everything. I agree it's tragic, but attorney and family should chill out with the lies. Oh, they just don't like black people. Okay. Here we go. The Diddler. If LeBron asks out, I do not want him in Dallas. I don't think a lot of teams it's like he wants to go play with Curry, but like the Warriors don't have none for him, bro. Oh, we got Jonathan Kuminga, bro. No. We got Jonathan Kuminga and Jimmy Butler. For LeBron James, no thank you. No thank you. We'll see trade deadline time. We'll see what happens then. Because if you know LeBron ain't going to come back, right? Around trade deadline time, you probably be desperate for anything, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. Malcolm Brogdon.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.